Hi there, Ottawa. I'm Alex Sedaris.
And I'm Ian Farthing, Artistic Director of the St. Lawrence Shakespeare Festival, and you're watching the Production Ottawa preview of Maid for a Musket. It's set in Prescott in 1813. It's loosely based on Shakespeare's play Love's Labour's Lost, and so we commissioned the play because this year is the 200th birthday of Fort Wellington, which is a key point here in Prescott from the War of 1812 to 14. And so when we commissioned the playwright, Lucia Frangioni, we wanted to make sure she created her own play. She didn't have to stick closely to Shakespeare's plot, but just use the bare bones as like a springboard to create this wonderfully silly comedy that we've ended up with. So in the War of 1812, here in Prescott, not a lot was happening. And so we had a bunch of soldiers hanging around, and so they decide, well, we better use our time wisely.
Let us make a pact to diligently study our chosen arts. War, literature, and philosophy. We shall make Prescott the wonder of the world.
We'll strengthen our minds.
And our muscles.
We'll go without liquor.
Or women.
For an entire year.
It shouldn't be hard. There's a shortage of both. Can I still play hockey?
If it is an exercise in strategy.
What if we meet a woman in the line of duty?
We can talk to them, but we cannot touch them. Vow it. To greatness.
I vow it. Greatness.
I vow it. Greatness.
Greatness!
And that all sounds very worthy until a group of beautiful women arrive in town, one of whom is played by Alex here, and then their vows all go to pot.
It's always exciting putting together a new piece. And if you know the stories that it borrows its breath from, like Love's Labour's Lost, and there's a little bit of Pride and Prejudice in there too, for any of those Darcy, Lizzie fans. There's some of that in there for sure. It's exciting to help a writer develop a voice of a piece that wants to speak of love and honor and to the history of something that is really quite real and pertinent, and especially in Canadian history.
Here I sit on Buttermilk Hill. Who can blame me crying my fill? And every tear would turn a mill. Johnny has gone for a soldier. Me, oh my, I loved him so. Broke my heart to see him go. And only time will heal my woe. Johnny has gone for a soldier.
Come out and see Maid for a Musket at the St. Lawrence Shakespeare Festival, which runs from July 13th to August 17th. Or else Red George MacDonnell might come and raid your home.
Arr!
Of course, when Shakespeare was writing, the plays were done outdoors in the open air. And so we're just continuing on with that tradition. And what it does, particularly for the Shakespeare plays, is it makes them more accessible because it's not a stuffy atmosphere. It's a much more laid-back atmosphere to watch theater in, and I think that's part of the attraction and part of the reason why the shows are getting such a big family audience here, is that it's a fun night out. People can bring their picnics and sit and watch some plays. It's great.